I didn't address this in my first video, but if you do submit your prep boards for paper 1, you don't get to own them anymore. In fact, they now belong to the Cambridge markers or the school that you submitted those works to. So guys, please remember before you officially submit, take pictures of your progress and your finished artworks because you will not be getting them back after the examinations are over. So anyway, this is the introduction board. I will not be going through all these boards in order because, bitch, I can't be bothered to remember. So anyway, there's not much to analyze here. I mean, I guess I could talk about the process. But what I did remember is that I wasn't stressed because I did a few of these self-portraits in advance. So that's the one good thing about art for O-levels is that you get to have months and months of preparation beforehand and even, time to do your art before the topics officially drop. And it's very likely that you'll have to do self-portraits for your O-levels art. And here's a close-up of one of the faces and the end product. It doesn't look very finished, but sometimes when you're doing O-level art, you can get away with that. Because as long as you have a mixture of both finished and polished works, and also kind of sketchy and not so finished artworks, it's fine. Because what the markers like to see is like a variety of pieces in your art. I think this is the second board. So one thing you can tell by now is that why are all these expressions done by just you? So the reason why I only did portraits of myself was because I was too shy to ask anyone else to pose for me and make weird expressions and take pictures of them or draw them in real time. But doing self-portraits is valuable because it makes it challenging to view yourself objectively, and it's also like a learning process about getting to know more about yourself. So I really recommend that if you can't find models to do your work, just draw yourself. It's going to be okay. You don't have to be shy about it. I mean, I got away with it seeing as how I got an A2, so it's fine. As long as you put a lot of effort clearly into your work and it is good work, you can basically get away with anything. This is my third board, and I wanted to do more on body language and not just facial expressions. So for the topic for this paper, one of them was expressions, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, fuck yes, I'm gonna nail this because holy shit, my bread and butter is just drawing portraits and faces, and expressions is the perfect medium to express all of those things. So to read from a bit of the board here, I had great opportunities to observe body language in buses and trains. Each represents different ways people's bodies can communicate what they are feeling. Body language is a very useful way of telling someone's mood or even personality. Okay, so I didn't just do color pencil, but I also included a bit of ink. But the way I use ink and color pencil is purposeful. So I only use color pencil on myself, and ink for my original character is concerned because she has a bit more of a stylistic, maybe what you would call manga-ish style than my, own self, who is real and is realistic. Sometimes I just go over these past works that I've done and I'm just like, how the fuck did I do that? Because they're pretty good. And I can't fucking do that now. Like, they were so full of life and energy and expressiveness. And I can't come up with jack shit nowadays, but to draw maybe fan art or some shit. Some more of my original character and me. So if you're wondering if you can use original characters or OCs in your O-level art, you can. It's just that you need to have a purpose for them being there, and you can't just shove that in just because, you know, you're used to drawing your own characters and you're used to using a certain style for your artwork. For this one, I was able to get away with it because I was also referencing from real life, and then I simplified it, or I added some other stylistic elements. And also because the topic was so vague and so broad that I was able to utilize my own characters for this paper 2 project. And this is my artist reference. So if you didn't know, the art is taken from My Little Witch Academia, which is an anime about witches, and it's pretty wholesome and it's pretty fun to watch. And it just renewed my passion for art and animation because it was so fluid, it was so good looking. God, I wish I could watch it for the first time again. So anyway, some more of my character and a kind of very shitty self-portrait. Don't worry, you're gonna see more of those later on. And okay, so in the bottom left corner, I said these are keyframes from the anime Little Witch Academia, and when it is animated, the sequence is only 2.3 seconds long, which was like, I was taking the shit. I was absolutely taking that out of my ass. I don't even know if it's 2 seconds or 3 seconds or 1 second because I was just fucking bullshitting. I didn't even see a gif of this and like record the timing. No. I just pulled that out of my ass. So anyway, if you are doing an artist reference, it does help to be accurate, but you know, I don't think the markers are gonna have time to check for every single little research mistake that you did, so it's fine. Bitch be looking like an alien. Bitch be looking like a goddamn fish. What the fuck is that self-portrait in the right? Oh my god, it's so bad. I mean, at least the one in the sort of middle is cute. So yes, like I said in my other video, my strength is in composition. So the one I did is pretty basic. It's pretty boring. I mean, it's colorful, but that's about it. And I also was getting pretty fucking tired. In fact, I think I did the bottom layout on the day of the examination itself. Ooh. For color schemes, I totally fucking lazed off. I was way too fucking tired. I did so much art for this board that I just completely shat the bed when it came to doing the color schemes. So one thing you can do that's actually going to be pretty groundbreaking is that you can cut up your layouts and also color each of the segments in different color schemes. So for this one, I broke it into 4 and I made one entirely ink, one entirely pencil, one entire color pencil, and the last one watercolor pencil. So if you don't have much time or you procrastinated too much, whatever your excuse or reason is, I don't care. You can always do this method of doing your color schemes. So all in all, I actually had more fun doing this paper 2 more than paper 1. My advice to you is that if you're doing your O-level art now, it's best to draw a little bit every day, or at least every couple of days, just to give yourself enough time and not to burn yourself out when it finally comes for the examination day. You will find that all the people who have gotten good marks or good grades for this, I mean, there are exceptions, of course, but one advice all of them would give you is to just draw every day. Do a little bit every day and you will not be stressed out. Very few people can get away with doing good art on a limited time. I promise, you're probably not one of those people. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give a like. You don't have to subscribe. But you know, just to steal that YOLO line, it would be cool if you did.